Hello everyone, this is Alexey Cherkasov. For 14 years, I'm proud and happy to be part of Power Semiconductors community. Currently I work in Power Semiconductor, where we focus on design and production of silicon and silicon carbide-based power modules, serving the variety of industries, from the industrial drives to vehicle electrification and renewables. Besides my continuous work in the industry, I do my own market intelligence and share the latest industry news in my Power Semiconductors Weekly. And today, you're about to learn about the updates of the platform, past and upcoming Power Semiconductors events, investment projects, and latest news. Well, I invite you to check what is new in Power Semiconductors industry. Just 1 month passed after the launch of Power Semiconductors Weekly platform, and it has grown a lot with many market updates and news. As the number of news is growing, you can always use News Archive widget to check out news or simply use the search to find the related news using your keywords. Now you can also track all Power Semiconductors related events in one place. Just check the events page to navigate through the months or see the full year calendar at a glance. You can find all necessary information about the semiconductor events and add it to your calendar. Events page is being updated weekly, so expect more information available every week. You can also check the blog area to access all previous and new Power Semiconductors Weekly newscasts. If you want to add your event to the calendar or see your news on Power Semiconductors Weekly, you can submit the information at Share Your News page. Just keep in mind that everything must be related to Power Semiconductors industry. You can also check this short video to quickly learn about the Power Semiconductors Weekly platform.
Hello everyone, and welcome to Power Semiconductors Weekly platform. Today I want to tell you a little bit about the platform and how to use it. On the main page you will see a lot of latest news, top news, news divided by some categories like wide band gap, etc. So you can see top news, latest news, wide band gap news, also industry events, and product and technology news. You can always access the news archive and find all the latest news divided by the months. You can choose, for example, July, and you will see all the news that were published during July. Now we're going to check the main menu of Power Semiconductors Weekly platform. So you can go to any section and check what is going on there. So you can go to blog, and in the blog section of the website you can find all the past and current issues of Power Semiconductors Weekly newscast. You can also access all these newscasts at YouTube channel. You can go further to the events, and the events you will find all the events related to Power Semiconductors, past, future, and you can see that it's easy to navigate, very nice year layout. You can also check it by the calendar, so you can go and just unfold it like this. So you can see the event details, time, location. You can click the learn more and go to more details about the event, or you can add it to your Google Calendar or iPhone calendar, etc. So you can share it with your network or just send it to your colleagues via email. The events page, you can also check all the upcoming events in very nice way. So you can unfold it, also see the related events like with PCIM Asia. Or you can also scroll through the months, so you can choose, for example, September 2023, and you will see what events are scheduled for September. You can also check what is going on next year, so you can choose 2024, for example, June, and you will see that for June 2024 we have PCIM Europe in Nuremberg. So it's a very nice tool for you to track all the events. You can also use the search. For example, you can search for EPE and you will see that there is EPE scheduled for September 2023. Next, you can also check the Share Your News section, so you can send me all the news related to Power Semiconductors industry to news@powersemiconductorsweekly.com, and we will publish all the news and events related to Power Semiconductors industry. I also encourage you to subscribe to monthly newsletter. In this newsletter, you will find all the latest news, market updates, some interesting semiconductor marketing cases, semiconductor books, and much more information. At the main page of the platform, you can also use the global search. For example, you can check for the onsemi, and you will see that you will find all the news, all the information related to onsemi. You can also go to any of the onsemi news, scroll down and see the onsemi tag. This tag works for everything related to onsemi, so you just can click it and you will find that it leads you to all information similar to global search, to all information related to onsemi, to the news where onsemi was mentioned, and further related information. So this is Power Semiconductors Weekly platform. It will bring you all the latest news and market updates related to Power Semiconductors industry. Make good use of it to spread the word about Power Semiconductors.
Power semiconductor companies continue to invest heavily in new factories, production capacity expansions, and R&D centers. Thus, recently the total value of the active investment projects launched since 2021 has surpassed $70 billion. If we take a closer look at all projects announced, silicon carbide is a leading technology with over 60% of total investment. Over 25 market leaders announced their plans to invest into silicon carbide. Thus, ROHM is investing in new production to multiply its silicon carbide capacity in the coming years. Mitsubishi Electric teams up with Coherent to scale manufacturing of silicon carbide power devices on a 200mm silicon carbide technology platform as one of the steps of their 260 billion yen investment project planned till March 2026. Infineon Technologies continues to bet on both local European and Asian markets, investing in their new fab in Dresden and expanding back-end operations in Indonesia. STMicroelectronics continues to invest in wide bandgap semiconductors with the ongoing construction of a new wafer fab in Sicily announced in 2022. With a global total number of new investment projects over 80, the US companies, Wolfspeed, onsemi, and Microchip Technology, similar to the European counterparts, invest locally in Europe and Asian markets. Totally, the US semiconductor companies announced new projects valued at almost $9 billion. With the US and EU CHIPS Acts and similar initiatives in China, Japan, South Korea, and some other countries, it is clear that the investment into power semiconductors industry will continue to reach $100 billion soon. Wide bandgap semiconductors play a strategic role in driving innovation and creating energy-efficient and high-performance electronics. Demand for these semiconductors is fueled by sustainability, industry advancements, and advanced connectivity. However, meeting this demand requires addressing challenges like cost, technology reliability, and geopolitics chaos, among others. While the global wide bandgap semiconductor industry is poised for unprecedented growth in the next 10 years, it would be critical to prioritize the opportunities and effectively tackle the challenges to meet their short-term and long-term demands. Join Frost & Sullivan for an engaging and thought-provoking think tank on wide bandgap semiconductors, overcoming challenges and unlocking potential. Now it is available on demand. If you haven't had a chance to visit a wonderful Lake Maggiore yet, this September you can enjoy one of the most beautiful places in Italy in the company of Power Semiconductor superstars, discussing silicon carbide and gallium nitride technologies. After a successful series of events across the world, International Power Semiconductor Executive Summits returns to Italy with EU Power 2023 edition. With a regional focus on power semiconductors market, the EU Power International Semiconductor Executive Summits seeks to strengthen the EU supply chain and promote key executives in the semiconductor manufacturing, design, and research through the networking and conference platform, which consists of working with key industry stakeholders to encourage progress and collaboration. Let's check the top 5 power semiconductors news in July. Renesas Electronics and Wolfspeed announced the execution of a wafer supply agreement and $2 billion deposit by Renesas to secure a 10-year supply commitment of silicon carbide bare and epitaxial wafers from Wolfspeed. ROHM has reached a basic agreement with Solar Frontier to acquire the assets of Solar Frontier's former Kunitome plant located in Japan. As further expansion of semiconductor market is expected, the ROHM Group intends to expand its production capacity continuously, particularly for silicon carbide. onsemi and BorgWarner announced the two companies are expanding their strategic cooperation for silicon carbide, making the total agreement worth over $1 billion in lifetime value. Also, onsemi announced it has secured almost $2 billion in long-term supply agreements for its intelligent power technologies with leading global manufacturers of solar inverters. In the meantime, Infineon Technologies and SolarEdge Technologies announced the signing of a multi-year capacity reservation agreement. Extending the existing partnership, Infineon will supply SolarEdge with critical components for a variety of SolarEdge products. That's it for today. Thanks everyone for watching. I encourage you to visit Power Semiconductors Weekly platform on daily basis, save it in your bookmarks and share it with your network. There you will find all the latest industry updates and events. You can also follow me on LinkedIn to track all the latest news in Power Semiconductors industry. Thank you a lot and see you next month.